My country stolen like a soap opera. Suddenly, a plane appears beneath body. What a twist. There's no way we can rebuild this. You've seen it, don't worry. Even if it gets swallowed by the waves, we can always have a bonfire party. But the giant robot isn't here. I know he's in Valley of Wind. How do you know? Turns out it was all planned. Take out the giant, let Dory snatch it, then lure the army to wipe out Valley of Wind. Classic. This includes the Dory army station. They've heard the Valley of Wind is in deep trouble. Hika suddenly felt a wave of panic. There are innocent people there. He's got to rush back, but oops. Time's running out. In such dire times, sacrifices are inevitable. Not to mention, their own country has already lost so many. Hika just froze like a deer. He quickly explained the backstory, but the ship has sailed. With no way back, Hika had to brave it solo to the Valley of Wind. They were worried Hika would mess up their plans, so they held him back. Just then, Bennu had a wild idea. He snatched the captain's gun. He threatened the captain to release Hika, but totally underestimated the old soldier's IQ. With a swift swing, Bennu was out cold, and Hika had to surrender like a pup. Meanwhile, Kishona escaped prison, but the soldier-villager struggle gave him a headache. After all, they should fight the royal worms. Surprisingly, it wasn't as bad as expected. The old guys decided to go all out better to make some noise after all these years. They whipped out some flashbang grenades and went for it. They took over the enemy tanks like they had cheat codes. With battle power in hand, they protected the villagers' escape. Those uncles had some serious moves. One shot left the enemy spinning. Captured Hika was equally confused. Just then, two women walked in, Bennu's and Dale's mom. Turns out, Bennu spilled the beans, and they came to bust Hika out. Outside, she saw elderly, sick, and disabled. The war had robbed countless lives. Bennu ready to rescue Hika in the plane. Another country awaited his save. Just when you thought it couldn't get crazier, the plane came under attack. The enemy wanted to take the cargo plane, so they unleashed an intense air battle. Hika managed to escape in the chaos, but the enemy was too strong, and they quickly took over. Now they were ready to break through the last defense. Folks behind the door were panicking, thinking it was all hopeless. Just then, you were dropped in from above, like a hero straight out of an action movie. The enemy thought victory was finally theirs, but they overestimated themselves and fell apart in an instant. Meanwhile, Hika was also ambushed during his escape. Since the glider couldn't fight back, all it could do was dodge. Suddenly, a loud explosion caught his attention, and when he turned, he saw Uncle Big Beard. They were all there to pick up the princess. Meanwhile, the Valley of Wind became eerily calm. The remaining villagers hid in an ancient boat rumored to be from the Age of Fire. Facing the royal worm's onslaught, they were fearless. Both sides stalled, not attacking, curious about what the girl the villagers hoped for could actually do. If she can return from the sea in one piece, I really want to have a heart-to-heart with her. So, have you guys made up your minds? If you're willing to surrender, I'll send you home. You don't want to end up like the last eggplant, do you? You're a princess too, but how come you are so different from ours? Even though they won this war, Kishona wasn't feeling happy. She saw something magical in this village, a spirit her country didn't have. Wounded, they never considered surrender. Instead, they spoke of their protected homeland. For common folk to think this way, their homeland must be quite beautiful. After much thought, Kishona freed them. On the return, Uncle noticed the strange calm. The 1,000-year wind had stopped. This was unusual for Valley of Wind. The fortune teller felt disaster nearing. Even with her eyes closed, she knew to leave the safe zone. The fortune teller saw the crisis ahead. Hika was racing towards the Valley of Wind, followed by countless royal worms. He realized things were beyond repair. All he could do was control the movements of the royal worms. What he didn't expect was that the worms charged like they were possessed, not planning to stop. Uncle figured they should be back at sea. Had never seen this before. Suddenly realizing, he turned to see a light flickering fast. This was the key to guiding the royal worm swarm. Under the flashbang's light, they witnessed an unbelievable scene. But when they saw the two figures, they opened fire indiscriminately. Uncle shot back, but Hika stopped him like a movie moment. Uncle was close to a meltdown. If their gunfire killed the baby worm, it would be disaster for the swarm, so Hika had to go find the royal worm. Meanwhile, they noticed movement ahead, but mistook the flashbang for artillery. Once they realized Hika was down, they went on a mad attack. A gunboat suddenly appeared during the attack. Kashana ordered an immediate ceasefire. She pretended not to care, but deep down, she longed to see Hika. What happened to that girl? Why isn't she a bigger deal? I said it once, I said it twice. Here come the royal worms, charging in like an endless, formidable army. The princess had to stop them, so she boldly decided to stay behind alone. Now is not the time for battles. After Uncle's explanation, their war instantly halted, and they quickly gathered their troops to make a getaway. A swarm of red dots appeared. Those angry royal worms were on their way, leaving them only one way out, a dead end. Meanwhile, Hika was trying to negotiate with the enemy, but they had gone completely crazy. Anyone getting close was fair game. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more fun content coming your way.